Hello everyone and welcome back to Plague Inc. Evolved Radio with you here, and as promised, today we're going to be going over the Prion in our main game. Slight correction from last time, and as always we're going to be using Metabolic Hijack simply so we can pop the orange and red bubbles for me because I'm lazy. However, I renamed this PAX 33. Last episode it should have been PAX 32. I was miscounting, and it doesn't really matter any damn way because all I'm doing is changing the numbers as I beat the game, but what have you. The developers have also made an upgrade. We had a recent patch, and right now, once you beat the game, there are cheats that you can insert, and you can pick them and add several of them all at once if you'd like, right from this menu here in the game difficulty options. So that's pretty interesting, and we're going to move forward. And this one I also said was going to be a bit tricky. I am mistaken, because this one actually, the Prion, much like when we did the Neurax worm, when you get past that one, because it's a little tricky, I feel that the developers kind of give you a bit of a reprieve. This is a very straightforward and easy gameplay. Matter of fact, we're going to start off with transmission, and my cat Henry, if you can't hear him, has his head stuck in a paper bag right now. He can't get out. At any rate, we're going to start with Air 1, which is a cost of 9 DNA points. We're going to do that, and then we're going to go quickly to Water 1, which is 10 DNA points. So we're going to go ahead and save up for that. But yes, this is going to be actually a pretty straightforward, quick gameplay, which is not all bad. Sometimes those are good to kind of refresh. It's like maybe, if you ever have sushi, they give you little thin slices of ginger to kind of refresh your palate in between servings. So that's how we're going to view the Prion, which is quite strange because they're trying to kill humanity with it. At any rate, so this is going to be Water 1, and then I've been toying around because gameplay changes as you play the game, and I've been at this for a while now. I'm going to, because it doesn't bring up the severity enough in the normal difficulty, I'm actually going to use Coughing next for 4 points because it really does up the infectivity, which obviously we want. The faster we can get the people infected, the faster we can beat the game. So from here we're going to go back to Water 1 and Air 1. Actually, I like to do air than water for no other reason than one of my favorite parts in the game, as I've mentioned before, is to watch the planes fly out and infect the entire globe, or very much of it. So I'm going to go Air 1, Water 1 respectively, and I believe that is 16 points. Let's check. It is. It'll be 16 and 18 points. And then from there we're going to go back into Old Standby, which is going to be drug resistance and cold resistance. So we might even get into bioaerosol. I did that last time. It worked out really well. Depends on how many DNA points we have saved. I don't like to spend unnecessarily. I'm very frugal that way. And here comes those lines coming out of the airport in the center, from the center of our map. I really enjoy that. Couldn't tell you why, just do. For the same reason I like diarrhea and dysentery. I just do. So we're going to go to Water 2, and now we're going to go in here, and I'm actually going to start off with drug resistance first for 11 points, because I want to make sure that we're able to hit countries like the US, Iceland, and Canada, who have good drug resistance because they have good programs. And we're going to do that. And then 8 points for cold resist, because as we head north, of course, you know, we have to have cold resistance 1 and 2 to make sure that we can infect those areas with any kind of a quick pace, because if you only have cold resist 1, it really can take a long time, and it just is maddening. And then you also get a lower score. So for 14 points, we're going to head to cold resist 2. And then from there, I'm going to kind of assess where we are and what's going on, because as you can see, we have barely anyone infected at all. Actually, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the 28 points for drug resist 2. And that's going to move us quickly through these kinds of countries. Any country that has a good amount of money is going to have a good healthcare program. So let's quickly get rid of anemia, because we don't want any other systems evolving, at least not now. So a couple of extra bonus points for us by devolving that. But as I was saying, yeah, if they have money, they have a good drug program, and we want to make sure that we can surpass that. Surpass that? We want to get by that. So let's get in here. It is surpass. I don't know why I don't know, maybe it's early in the day. Who knows? So let's go drug resistance 2. And now from here, actually what's going to happen is I'm just going to let this run until I see if we get into the 40s and it looks like we still have a bit to go. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do extreme bioaerosol for 20 points, because that really helps spread it around quickly, and we were already at 50, so let's go ahead and do that. There's no reason not to. Extreme bioaerosol for 20 points really increases, you didn't see it here, but it really increases the infectivity, and now this is going to spread pretty rapidly. Let's take a look at our countries. We've only got a small handful left that haven't been hit yet, so we're not worried at all. There's Greenland. There's our royal pain in the ass. That's fine because now we're gaining quite a bit of points, and I'm happy about that. So we're going to let this run, and we are going to wait until we get our magic message that says there are no more healthy people. Or actually, I might wait until, because Greenland is always the holdout because they're tough to kill up there. I might wait until they actually just get right around in here, and then I'm going to go ahead and evolve our plague and start killing people because that is, of course, our end goal. But as you can see, it's moving quickly. We've got no worries. We've got a PAX Awareness Day. Well, how did that happen? They didn't start working on the cure yet, did they? No. Huh. Well, at any rate, I guess it doesn't really matter because we're almost home free. So we're going to go once again devolve. Now, I did want to show you something that you can do. This is something that I've discovered. If you go over here to pneumonia, you have to be careful when you use it. You want to make sure that this is kind of like when you have most of the world infected, but perhaps Greenland, Iceland, the cold countries, Canada, they're going a little slower than you want. You have to make sure you've got the rest of the world because it raises the severity, which will put your disease on the map, your plague on the map. But this, if you read this right here, people in cold climates are especially vulnerable. So pneumonia will really help with getting these people infected quickly so you can get on with the game and get it over with. So, but at any rate, so we're going to go ahead and just wait for that magic message where everyone is infected. We're very close to it, and then we're going to start killing people, and they are, in fact. Look at that. They're researching. Son of a bitch. Well, it happens. It happens. I'm not too worried about it. And we're in no danger of them stopping the disease. It's just that I hadn't had that happen before, so I guess there's the first time for... And Italy is now leading the... Well, f*** you, Italy. Thanks for nothing. Boy. You know what? Italy, that's the country that started the paparazzi, so I'm still kind of mad at them for that because I have to hear about it on the news all the time and it irritates the dog's not out of me. We have 127 disease points. Holy cow. This is going to be a quick and painful death for the world, I'm afraid. And we are going to wait for the message. Okay, insomnia. You know what? We're going to keep insomnia because why not? Let's get in here. I'm going this route because it's just slightly less expensive, even though it doesn't matter. We have a lot of points. So we're going to do pneumonia. We're going to do pulmonary fibrosis. We're, of course, going to do total organ failure, one of our favorites. And then coming down here, this is the other combination that I really love. Anemia and hemophilia. Internal hemorrhaging, which is nasty. And then this one right here, hemorrhagic shock. Look at the jump on that. And then for 35 additional points, we're not far. This one right here, necrosis. Another huge jump, not only in severity, infectivity, but also lethality, and also decomposed bodies remain a vector of transmission, which means as people die, were there no infected people, they are all infected, but they could get them simply from the dead bodies, which I think is pretty clever, at any rate. So let's get in here. There's no healthy people in the world, we know that. We're going to start killing people left and right. We're going to get to that 35 points, and as soon as we do that, we can get the necrosis going, and then we're going to try to stymie the cure effort because I'm kind of pissed that's even happening. I really am. That bothers me that we somehow managed to get that on the map, or I managed it. I did it. It was all me. I'll take the blame. What am I doing here? I want to go into brain fart. Necrosis, 35 points, not 33. What was I thinking? Necrosis. There we go. Now our first genetic shuffle is 21. So as soon as we get to 21, I'm going to go ahead and do it because we pretty much have, I mean, look at how fast everyone's dying. We pretty much have all the transmission symptoms we need. So let's do genetic reshuffle. The next one is 26 points. I'm going to hit that as fast as I can because I want this number to drop. I'm pissed off at Italy. I'm going to blame Italy. I don't know that we're going to get to 31 points. I think, unfortunately, we might kill everyone beforehand. If we do, great. If not, well, you know, that's okay. We can take those points and put them into something else, like making the disease a little more painful because I'm mad. Well, we've got that covered. So now we can look at lesser costing symptoms because we might get a few points. Not enough. 9 points. Nope, not good for anything. That's okay. We've effectively killed off humanity. That was the what was it? That was the Prion. PAX number 33. We got to 14%. Not terrible. I was just hoping to get that. As always, I like to try to get that 10 or under, at least on the normal difficulty. I've been beating the game recently on brutal, which is a pain in the ass, but it's challenging and it's what makes it so fun. And we have a victory message. They just added this. Now they let you know under no uncertain terms that you have beat the game. Good for you. So we have successfully eliminated all life on Earth. And then when you click OK, we go into our next screen, the end screen, which we only got 3 biohazards and a 26,370 score. You know, I just played this game not even 5 minutes ago. Like, before I do a video, I like to play a warm-up game and just kind of get all fired up and ready to go. And I managed to get 4 biohazards and 32,000 using the exact same method. So once again, there are variables that happen in the game, which is a good thing. That's what keeps the game interesting and makes it a lot of fun. So, but if you're using the same method, you can actually get a much higher score, and you can also get... oh, they removed... Interesting. Okay, down here where... that's where the cheats were. They took that out. The gold means you've beat them on brutal. So, at any rate, coming up next, we have the nanovirus, which is the microscopic machine built-in kill switch. This one actually is kind of a pain in the ass. I'm not even going to lie to you. It moves quick, and it's really noticeable very fast. So, again, fear not, I do have a method for this, but the Prion was easy, the nanovirus will not be. So we're going to cover that in the next episode. In the meantime, do me a favor, leave a like down there if you like this video, subscribe if you'd like to see more like it, come and discuss this with us at the City Builder Collective, the link to which is in the description below, and we're going to see you next time for another episode of Plague Inc. Evolved.